And you know what? Let's go. Let's get ready at this point. And here we are. Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of the Magic Arena Run. Today we are... I still don't have enough cards for Zendikar constructed. Sorry about that one. We're probably not going to be doing... I don't know if we'll be able to do this one. I'd rather not blow what few rare wild cards I have left just to make a Zendikar constructed deck. I do have a few ideas. I'm willing to make a few concessions, but it's looking like we are going to be relying on quite a bit of rares. Like, I checked the Rogues deck. Wow, it turned out we really used a lot of cards from M21. And a few from Ikoria as well. So that one's not going to be an easy shoe-in. The Clerics is more likely to fit in better, but it turns out we were actually quite reliant on a lot of the one-drop Clerics from M21. So not an easy fit either. Warriors might be more likely. Still thinking about that. Landfall's probably the best one to shoe in. It's probably the easiest one to fit. No fetch lands of any sort, so no Fabled Passage, no Evolving Wilds. Probably makes it much more fair there. In fact, the more I think of it, we might not see any fetch lands in the next few sets. Kaldheim, Strixhaven, D&D, the two Innistrad sets. That might be the one way to keep landfall fair. We'll see. Anyway, enough about fairness. Let's do something that we're fairly getting better at. We're just gonna draft again. Actually, while we're at it, I'm going to do a quick check because I noticed someone brought up a complaint that they didn't get any lands in quick draft. Yes, you see, the limited time offer is not listed here. So if you do a quick draft, you will not get that land. You won't get the full art land skin. So I guess we'll just we were going to do premium anyway. I think I've not gotten a Plains. Well, at least we got full seat ready to go. So, and the lag time is not so much. Yeah, it's not that bad this time. So okay, let's see who said hi. Okay. Yeah, I need a better way to view notifications. I'll check that out later. First of all, unfortunately, Archpriest of Iona... I don't even want this in the Clerics deck. If I want removal, it's pretty much Deadly Alliance or Bloodchief's Thirst. The Thirst is probably more flexible. We're not locked into trying a party. I would like Deadly Alliance to wheel at least. Probably not likely. It's the only other good black card. So let's say I'm going to take this one. I could also try the Root Grazer. It's a very good way to get landfall synergies in. But I want to take the one removal spell. See if we can start cutting off black. Let's go with that theorem. And okay, we're probably not going to cut it off for Expedition Skulker. There's a Synchronized Spellcraft. There's a Molten Blast. There's a Canyon. There is quite a bit of I don't like the idea of passing a second Root Grazer. But it might be... So I might want to just take it. The Jerboa, not so much. We'll go for the Root Grazer here. We'll see which one's more likely to stick between these two. And... okay. Black has Feed the Swarm. Landfall has Prowling Felidar, so that's an option. So I can either just take another piece of removal and Feed the Swarm, or I can take the Prowling Felidar. I think it's probably safer to just go black. And I'm not gonna make the joke about once you do something about that color, you never. I'll leave it at that. Probably should check who said hi. Yes. Yeah. Hey Jericho, it's you. How are you doing? How are you doing? It's been quite a while. Nice to see you checking in. Okay. And speaking of checking in. Okay. Now. Okay, something interesting here. We could start making our mark on Clerics. We didn't exactly pass that many Clerics. We could also just go black-green. Trying to remember what the black-green archetype is. Yikes, I don't remember. There's a little bit of kicker, but it's more about getting stuff back. But that one's a weird one. The skeleton doesn't feels like a weird kicker vibe. Well, there is some kicker there. So I'm either hedging between the Blood Priest or the Gnarlid Colony. I don't could just take the Spike Field Hazard. Let's just keep cutting black. I don't know how well this works. Okay, we got the Malkia Rebirth. I probably don't want Vanquish the Weak. If I want to start cutting, maybe we cut the Nahiri's Binding. Let's see if we can lock ourselves into Clerics. And worst case scenario, we could just toss this in. So it's a little bit of a stretch there. It's a bit of interesting picks. I'm wondering what you guys would have picked instead. Some notes on that would be nice. Also, kind of wait. Are we still waiting for the one guy? Okay, there's a little bit of backlog here with the Okay, so we could just go Absan, which is very sketchy considering. But then again, none of these are great for us. Not choose twice the number of creatures in your party. So far, this one just deals 2. Okay, I don't like it, but let's hedge our bets a little bit. I could have just. Okay, we got one Cleric, Expedition Healer. What's our other option? Hagra Constrictor. +1/+1 counters. That's also a team, but yeah, we probably should have started taking the Gnarlid Colonies if we're going for this one. I might just gamble on the Expedition Healer. Also, Blood Priest is party based, so we're not quite into that yet. The Veteran Adventure, we're willing to. Okay, there's a Relic Golem. There's also a Ghastly Gloom Hunter. I definitely am taking that one. And what do you get back? Practice Tactics, Nissa Zendikar, Scale the Heights. We'll take Scale the Heights here. So we're still not set on which. Okay, yeah, Kite Sail. So still not quite set on what our colors are right now. I do like Clerical Chill Debts. No, Ox, bit expensive. We could just take the Sentinels, an early blocker. That we can kick kind of late, and we can combo with Scale the Heights. Yeah, fine, we'll take it. Not a very great pick. I'm not fond of the Ox. We have a Disenchant. We have a Dauntless Unity, which it's fine. Okay, Strength of Solidarity or Cleansing. No one's really taking. I don't really think anyone's gonna take Cleansing Wildfire. Okay, we do have a Sky Dancer. This would be my second Crawling Barrens, and I would not, and I won't hate it. There's another Blood Beckoning. There's another Malkia Blood Priest. Okay, if we take the Crawling Barrens, I have to cut one color. I'm probably gonna take it anyway. It's not like we're losing out on anything else. If I cut one color, it's probably gonna be white right now. Okay, maybe not, because we got Squad Commander. This one works quite well. We do have a free rogue. Okay, there's another Blood Priest. Let's hope some of these Blood Priests come back. So I don't want to go 3 color. That's a thing I'm trying to avoid if possible. So there's another Malkia Rebirth. There's another Feed the Swarm. We really want one. We don't want to have 2. I guess we can take Subtle Strike or Farsight Adept. I think I'll take the Adept for now. Well, almost took the wrong card. We'll take the Adept, so we kind of have a party. It's not a great party, but still a party. There's Prowling Felidar, which is actually quite good, though we are not taking advantage of land shenanigans. So I might just take the Sky Dancer. There's a Kite Sail Cleric, which is okay. There's a Expedition Skulker, which... And there's these Gnarlid Colonies. I'm okay with one adventure. I don't want to take a second one. It's a cheap Cleric. But we don't have the real Cleric payoffs. We should keep an eye out for that. I'm gonna take another veteran adventure. Okay, Demon's Disciple. That's a good cleric. I think I will take that. Feed the Swarm kind of starts tapering off, so I don't want to get too many. There's a Skitter Sneak. Actually, not bad. So I will take this one. So what are we looking at? We have sort of a party. Ironically, not that many warriors. Our creature count's actually quite good, and we haven't even considered these guys yet. We probably should start taking tap lands, double face lands, double face cards that have a land on the other side at least. That's pretty much something we have to consider. Yeah, we kind of passed quite a bit of green. Green was very open, but we the thing is we kind of hit these colors a bit hard. So let's do a removal check. 1, 2, 3, kind of 4. This one's a bit on the weak end. We want to specialize on more party members. If I'm not mistaken, we're only going to get wizards at white in this one, so a second Farsight add is not bad. We definitely want... Okay, we got 3 rogues, a bunch of clerics, a single warrior. Probably another warrior. There's a base camp, which... It's fine. It's not the best land, and it's colorless pretty much otherwise. I might as well just take another creature. Or a blood price. I'll take another creature for now. Okay, Lithiform Blood... Oh, Blood Priest came back, so we do have... We are going to have some synergies around here. And... These don't quite fit. I could have just taken the Broken Wings. Seagate Colossus. This one's more likely to come in. Chilling Trapstalker. Okay, so... Esper? No, as I said, we want to avoid going three colors if possible. There's a coveted prize which actually turns out really bad, so I'm not going to take that. There's yet another Blood Priest, but this is more likely to wheel. There's a Seagate Banneret, which is fine. There's a Relic Axe, which is not so bad either. We actually get quite a few warriors, so... I could just take the rare, but I'm going to actually take the axe. We could actually cast a lot of things off this one, but as a shooter, it's not so great. Like, we'd need to have at least 3 so that we're just paying 2 to search our deck for a card. It's probably not bad in the long run, but I'm not really happy with it. Okay, at least we have 2 warriors now. Seagate. Though this one doesn't really benefit. Okay. There's a predation. Ooh, relic. There's a relic vial. How many clerics do we have? 4 clerics. We really should be taking this one at the very... Yeah, I think we'll take this one. We're probably drafting this as if this were a traditional deck. There's a silencer, which is actually quite good. So we're half cleric, half rogue at this point. So, and we're mostly black with just a little bit of white here. So at least our colors are kind of fixed. Now it's just a matter of our creatures. We're still going to keep the Gloom Hunter. We never got into clerics, but we did end up getting into a party. Though how good the party is remains to be seen. Kind of wish we actually got that Archpriest, but let's be honest, that was really not a pack one, pick one type pick. Okay, this one fits our deck better. Really not sold on... So we're going to take the Rogue. It allows us to cut 1 land. As far as removal goes, we are kind of light. And our only spell's not so great. There's a Sajiri Shelter. There's also a Jerboa, but there's also a Pack Beast, which is actually very important for us. I might let this wheel. I'm probably going to just take the Shelter. Because it's at least half a land's worth. So between those 2 cards, I probably can just cut 1 land. We'll be fine that way. Practice tactics, core celebrant. We do have quite a few priests. We also, speaking of priests, another blight priest or mind carver. There's a core celebrant that's nice. I think I might just take the blight. I think I might just take the blight priest. There's a Zoff consumption. There's an Oblivion's Hunger, which is decent protection. There's also another Gloom Hunter, which is probably good for us too. I think I'll take the Gloom Hunter because we can just cast this as a 1/1 flyer for 2. There's another Malakir Blood Priest. There's also another Silencer. Between the two, I think one Silencer is fine because this doesn't have flash. It's a bit sad. Yeah, I'd rather dump these. Well, I could just take the Pack Beast actually. There you go. There, see, we got another Blood Priest. I think 3 Blood Priests is quite enough. There's a Sky Dancer, so we are Cleric Rogue main. Really not gonna take the Dreadworm. That one was really bad. So probably could drop the Relic Axe. There's a base camp which I might not run anyway. So yeah, I guess 24. Okay, there's I probably wouldn't run the first pressure point, so I don't even want to run the second one. Okay, another Skulker. How many rogues do we have? That's a thing we have to check. So let's see. Then we can cut one land. As far as we're concerned, yeah, we're mostly black, so I guess we can just go Virtual 7, Virtual 10 off the shelter, and where's that priest? The Black Rogue. Could they used another one? I kind of like it like this. We do have option for Dauntless Unity, but I'm not too happy with that. I guess we're willing to give this one a shot. As far as removal goes, we are a bit light. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this one's also a bit of a non-bow with the binding. The Relic Vial helps us a bit, so let's do a sanity check. 6 Clerics. We actually have more rogues than Clerics. So we could actually run Expedition Skulker cuts. I think we cut one of the high-end ones. This should be fine. So our curve is actually pretty low. It's on the 2 to 3 mana slot, so we can... I'm tempted to actually just cut another land, but and say Cliffhaven Kitesail, but we'll run it from here. So let's see if this party can get going. Now do note we only have one actual wizard. Yeah, it's mostly Clerics and Rogues. I kind of wish we got the other relic that that's a 6/6. If you mill your opponent enough, it can attack. Otherwise, it just acts as a mill method. That would really be busted. So we are removal light. So we have to be very aggressive in our plays. Opponent took 1 mulligan, so I am going to keep this one. So we can just run healer. We can just run Gloom Hunter healer. We're knocking in wood for another white source, but okay, reds. I did say we wanted another white source, so there we go. I probably just run out the Gloom Hunter first. This is more likely to get killed. Plus, yeah, it's a bit to kick it anyway. So the plan is bait some removal for this one. Play Expedition Healer, play Commander, so we will get 2 1/1s. And this will cost 5. Opponent's gonna start bashing us for quite a bit. We'll take the hit. play Expedition Healer, we're still gonna take the hit. But now it sets up our squad commander into a Seagate Colossus, so we have that plan. Relic Axe. Ooh, opponent's going all in here. Opponent might have a decent chance, so the binding might not really make it. Fisher Wizard. Oh. So the demon not quite gonna help. This one doesn't get trample at least, so... I'm actually gonna offer the trade. Because our opponent's down to 1 card. It doesn't take much to equip. But it does give me an excuse not to drop this immediately. Opponent is kind of flooded, so we're gonna take advantage of that. Ooh, wow, we also... Opponent might still have a decent chance, so... but... what the hey. At least we got the Seagate Colossus next turn, so we will have a big beater. Oh, opponent concedes. Looks like they really were all in on this one, but once we removed it, I don't think our opponent should have offered it. Should have taken that trade. It was an obvious I was gonna snipe your creature kind of play. Okay, let's double check. Yeah, still streaming, high CPU usage. But otherwise, the quality's not so bad. I'll take it. Nice Minotaur. So here we are. For those just coming in, we got one win. We got one win off the deck. Not so bad. To be fair, our opponent kind of went all in on their Relic Axe play, and so we have to be careful. We do have very few pieces of removal, and if we end up having to start trading creatures, our creatures are not exactly in the top end, so we might have to be careful with that. So we have to be the deck that puts pressure. If we can't put pressure, we are not gonna win. Which is easier said than done. I ended up drafting as if I built a sealed deck. That's why we have a party. Okay, so turn 2 Blood Priest, turn 3 Adept. Okay, so this one's a bit of a poor life. This one's a bit of a poor life drain, but I'll take it. Opponent plays Wayward Beast, attacks, puts back. So we will play the Blood Priest because it blocks. We will still take 1 damage, true, but our opponent's now behind in tempo. I don't feel bad playing the Adept at this point. Boom, Hellhound. Oh wow, we might get the setup. Here, have a card. Oh, okay, we're a long ways off from casting this, but we're more likely to cast the... I'm gonna offer the Blood Priest. Again, because that's the only way we're gonna get combat through. We will just take the hit from the Hellhound. Fisher Wizard. Like, sure, we are one creature less, but if we draw 1 more land, we get to play Seagate Colossus. So I'm definitely swinging with the Adept. Yeah, turns out the guide beast is no Goblin Guide. It feels like a. Okay, 2/3. I will just take the hit because we are kind of winning a damage race at this point. If we can hit the 1 more land, we're definitely dropping Colossus. If not, we have the option for Blood Chief's Thirst. Another Blood Priest. This is fine because now we get to drop this no matter what. I don't think our opponent has life gain synergy, so I'm just actually gonna pass. I could swing with these. I could also swing with this, but let's force our opponent to actually use the removal. Opponent probably wants to take out the Farsight Adept. If they have a Royal Eruption, it's gonna go there. This is our only wizard, so if he takes it out, so the dream of indestructible party kind of goes. Well, it's a dream. We're not exactly expecting it to always come true. I could have played Scorch Rider, sure. So, oh, we got the Skitter Sneak. Oh wait, hold on. We actually got party. I forgot about the Skitter Sneak. That was another one off. Well, I actually have quite a few rogues, so there you go. Opponent probably starts chump blocking like there's no tomorrow. He can safely block the 2-1 like that, so that's a free block. Gonna start giving up some of these lower impact creatures. Opponent's probably priced in to take out one of these guys now. Is he gonna take 13? No, he's not taking 13. He has to block one more. No, use the Hellhound. Fisher Wizard's fine too. Okay, safe. There's a safety hit. Opponent down to 8. Wow, that's one heck of a party. We're probably not gonna get this one, but just having a 3/4 for 4 mana is not bad. Got that one out there. Opponent can't wait for this anymore. We could actually drop this for 3 mana, and if our opponent kills this, it's kind of expected, I guess. Our opponent has mana for Bloodchief's Curse, so we're expecting one of our creatures to die. Squad Commander is fine because that's a huge enabler. It does eat up all his Feed the Swarm, goes down. Ooh, it takes 4. And concedes. Yeah, ouch. Had to do it. And there we go. Yeah, we managed to assemble the party. That last one was a bit strange. Okay, so not bad. We're up at 2-0. Let's get this. I guess we can get this party going. Maybe we'll see. The party could die anytime soon. Again, we have to be the ones putting pressure. The fact that our opponent got the fact our opponent ended up having to lose 1 turn's worth of tempo because of the Wayward Beast. Yeah, if it's not any it's really more of a constructed card. It's not exactly in the vein of Vexing Devil, the 4/3 with where your opponent has an option. Okay, I really don't want to keep this, so we're gonna mulligan this one. Okay, this is more keepable. We got 1, 2, 3. I could bin the Blight Priest. Like 1, 2. I probably bin the Blood Priest instead. Reason for that is because we have a turn 2 play already, and we got like what, 3 copies of that. And that's much better late than early. Okay, got Sky Dancer. Opponent probably kills us if they have a chance. If not, it's free real estate. So we got Rogue and Rogue. Oh yeah, so this is essentially our second wizard. Probably dies way too easily to count, so for all intents and purposes, we do have 1 wizard. Dauntless Survivor, so I will offer the trade. I could feed the Swarm, but let's offer the trade. Then just play the Blight Priest. I think our opponent has some good synergy with +1/+1 counters. It's the only reason they're keeping this one alive, I guess. So we really need to hit another land so we can get our Skitter Sneak. opponent's playing 3 colors, and they managed to hit all of them. So yeah, good for them. Good job. Good job. Wait, what's this? Dice. Oh, so when it dies, gets big. Okay, no blocks. Something else gets bigger. So okay, here's our synergy now. We can play the Blood Priest. So this would be Cleric. I kind of want to play a Rogue in first, so I take 3 damage. No, let's save it for something that actually works. Okay, took out the Gnarlid Colony. That's good. So we're missing Yeah, we're missing Warrior. Wait, no. Cleric, Rogue, Wizard. Yeah, we're missing Warrior, essentially. That's the one we have. Actually, no. I think we only have one No, we have 2 Warriors also, the Artifact. Opponent is building up their board, so they have that as a thing. Could actually offer this sacrifice. We're probably just gonna take the damage here. If we can hit another land there, so we now have we have multiple options. Probably gonna play this one first. This is sorcery speed, something to consider. So this is we lose 4. We lose. We don't exactly have a full party, not that it really matters. Yeah, we're probably just gonna try to race up and offer trades down in the bottom. We have a skit or sneak, but our opponent's a long way off. We don't. This is really just here for the body. We're not exactly enabling anything. Opponent goes scale the heights. Okay, sure. Misses their land drop. Okay. I can ship these 2 to block that one. Just buffs this one. Actually, no blocks. Because we can swing with the whole party now. Opponent might might chump block this one. There is a dual land that okay, he might have that land. It's not a dual land, it's a modal double face card, so we might actually lose a creature. Oh no, he didn't. Okay, so it's even parity, I guess. We're both struggling on lands. At least we are hitting up on the air, though our opponent's bound to have removals sometime soon. Haven't seen what their... Okay, that's what their white card is. So I guess we're going to have to win off the air. Yeah, this is gonna be tough. Okay, you got Sajiri Shelter. This doesn't have... None of these have reach, so... In fact, what we're probably gonna do is see if our opponent swings and cross our fingers that our opponent is left with 1 color, so that worth of creatures, so that's unblockable, so that they're virtually unblockable. Otherwise, okay. Yeah, that's worth protecting. Yeah, I had to remember what color that was. So yeah, we faded that one. Can't pay life. Okay, gonna swing. If he swings with that, I just kind of... Yeah, one sees it. So I'm gonna hold this in hand. Actually, I think we win. Because this one gets... Unless our... Yeah. That was a bit of a Hail Mary. There is one spell that could kill it, but I was gambling our opponent didn't have it, and well, we won that gamble. And now we're in gold. So not bad, 3 wins and counting. Let's keep going, guys. Yeah, I can. As far as the qualities, yeah, quality's at least there. I guess it just looks like a potato on the phone, especially when it's live. It looks a lot better when it's. But yeah, 3 wins. Let's keep it going. As usual, 4 wins is pretty much what we are looking for. More than that, yeah, 4 to 5 wins is pretty much the sweet spot. 6 wins, I'll be really happy. 7 wins, okay, that would be a milestone for this draft. And it turns out, yeah, as long as we're the ones being aggressive, we're fine. Actually, also considering that our opponent... Yeah, our opponent took their time dropping creatures one at a time. So, not so bad on that one. Actually, no, it's not the... Yeah, can anyone tell me what's up with your computer if it keeps saying something about your DNS address? And anyone give me a hand? Right. Oh well. There you go. At least got the connection in. Let's hope it didn't wreck that one too much. Yeah, now here's the bread and butter. We start... Okay, this one's a very slow one. It's still worth keeping at least. It's quite slow though, so we might have problems, but... Okay. I'm also willing to hold on to this because we did hit quite a few lands already. Opponent playing blue-black might have rogues. Okay, do you have the counter spells? No, but they do have the rogues, so that might be an issue. If our opponent doesn't have a follow-up, we can Demon's Disciple. So, we lose that and a land. Okay, that's fine. Opponent passes. Let's see if our opponent has that flash. Because there's generally quite a few flash cards here. Okay. Since we have a Cleric in hand, I'm just gonna play this one out. Let's just get it out of the way. Now, I don't know how removal goes. Which would I rather keep? Opponent plays Sky Dancer, so there's another tool. Ooh, we could have used the Colossus. Actually gonna sack this one, because if opponent's actually gonna just go for this one, so at least we have race potential. That said, we are vulnerable to a Subtle Strike, so that's something I probably should consider. No, Vanquish the Weak. Okay, so it's all removal. Yeah, we're just getting milled out here. So just... We need to draw cards, so we'll play a Wizard. There's a Blood Priest, so we can actually play Blight Priest, then Blood Priest, then next turn hoping for something so we can actually... We can't kind of silent Wizard, Cleric... Oh, we can silence it. On the assumption everything lives. Okay. I don't like this, but I have to do it. We mill out the Skitter Sneak. Wow. This is a very solid Rogues deck. To everyone who's passed... To all the people on the table that passed the deck to this guy, a hex on you all. No, just kidding. But yeah, seriously. How did... Bubble Snare? Well, I wasn't gonna attack anyway. Okay, so we are short on lands. I guess I'll swing. Yeah, we kind of need to start hitting lands. I probably could have played one of these guys. Yeah, I probably should have played this one first. Wow, we're getting milled out of everything. Yeah, can't answer the Sword Thief. Wait, did we lose all our answers? Nope, we got Blood Chief's Thirst, and we have to kill this one. Okay, let's check. Okay, so we still have our Feed the Swarm. We lost our Binding though. Wait, we lost Relic Vial, so we're not sacking this one. Wow. Wrecked by a single creature. Well, I got Feed the Swarm, so we kind of have no choice in the matter. Let's offer. Oh, we're gonna go down quite a lot just answering all this. We could have answered this also, but no, this is the bigger threat. If our opponent has a counter spell, oh come on. Yeah, I guess we were bound to lose at some point. This does not feel great, but then again, we did intentionally run very few answers. Well, at least we did not lose life. We just need to hit 2 more mana. How many lands did we lose? Well, there's 1 more land. And the Pack Beast... And the Pack Beast is very annoying at this point. Oh, Gloom Hunter. Okay. Didn't get any worse. Okay, so we hit our land. Let's return the favor. Oh, great. We hit 2 lands. Our opponent probably did not need those. So, I might be forced to take the hit. 3, 5, 6. But, Palaka Predations. Oh, wow, we lose the Silencer. Well, that's it. Perfect. Go ahead, perfect setup. We are forced to block these guys now. Wow, we just lost everything to a single toast. Yeah, Soaring Taw Thief, very good, especially if you can get it. And there's our Pack Beast. I doubt we're going to be able to race it, but might. We're down to like 6 cards. We're probably going to die from mill first before we can kill our opponent. Down to 4 cards. But I think that is all our removal. We feed the Swarm. And opponent has a Myriad Construct too. Yeah, that's good game. Well, we got wrecked by this one, but yeah, that's what we get for not running enough remove. No, we were... It's kind of hard to say. And even the single time we had removal, it turns out our opponent had Into the Royal to defend, so... Ow. Golly gee. And you wonder why that card's good and constructed. There you go. So for those tuning in, we just hit our first loss. Actually, to think of it, we can't blame our opponent. We can't blame our opponent. The people on that opponent on that table. Soaring Sky Thief is easily pick first pick or second, very good second pick. So there you go. Okay. Black Bloom Rogue, Pack Beast, Adept, Vial. It's a bit sad, but I will keep it. If our opponent gives us something to remove, okay, like that. Yeah, it's a bit poor. So next turn we're going to play the Adept. We really need to draw cards. Opponent probably has a 3-drop. Shadow Stinger. Oh! So opponent is all in rogues. Yeah, we have 4 lands, so I will play the Adept. Then we can do Healer Pack Beast. Okay, we're drawing quite a few lands. That's not a problem in itself. Our opponent can easily flash in a rogue. Give it Death Touch. Okay, there's the... No, he didn't flash in the rogue. He just played the rogue. So we have to take it, no choice. We're gonna lose a few cards. That's sad. Okay, not too bad. I did not want to draw those 2 lands, so that's fair. But these creatures are bigger. Kind of wish I did not. Well, the Death Touch, but at least we could have traded it with one of these anyway. So I'm gonna play these 2 out, so I can chump block one of these 2 guys. Probably gonna save the Pack Beast for last, unless our opponent has removal, which would be sad because the Vial and the Shelter are sitting here. Do I let the Stinger hit me one more time? These are all rogues, so just 1 card. You can take the planes. Light Priest. Probably should have played this one first. Wondering what you're thinking. Okay, so if he attacks with this, it's a straight block. If he attacks with this, it's a... So... In hindsight, I probably should have blocked this one first. Opponent needs to decide which one gets hit. Most likely we lose the Adept. Yeah. Okay, we got Demon's Disciple, so that gives us another Cleric. It's actually quite poor, so I'm actually going to just play the Relic Vial first. Let's offer it. Let's see if our opponent trades. Nope, no trade. I figured as much he's not gonna trade. So unfortunately, because of this play, we probably will lose the Expedition Healer. Yeah, we need more creatures now. I might actually have to sack something. If our opponent attacks with everything, I'll take the hit from the Skitter Sneak. Okay. So we're gonna lose one of these 2. Okay, opponent. Wait, this is stop after blockers, so yeah, pass the damage. He has to, oh wait, that was a mistake. Whoops, I should have protected one first, but on the bright side. Okay, you got... So we got a Blood Priest. Okay, so the life drain is going to be coming and going. Okay, sure. Ooh, wait a minute. Yeah, past the attackers. Target opponent mills 2. Okay, losing the land's fine, so go to blocks. Snipe the Light Priest. Okay, looks like our opponent doesn't have responses. So, okay, we saved ourselves one creature. Demon's Disciple. Okay, that was expected. And we got ourselves another Blood Priest. And to, guess what? Demon's Disciple. So we're gonna sack the Blood Priest. You probably should sack the Blood Priest too, the ETB's already done. So unfortunately, we are no choice. We're probably gonna get beaten down by this. Expedition champion. Well, at least we took out their one warrior, so this one's gonna. Okay, their cards. Ah, shoot. We're also cards empty now. So knocking on wood, hoping to hit something, and okay, our opponent hit something too. At least this did not hit a lot earlier. Okay, feed the swarm. Because that one has more potential to go out of hand, so I have to do it there. We are gonna die next turn though, unless we can draw something. There's a Sky Dancer which we can use to chump this. I can... Oh. Does our opponent hit? Okay, take on our Sky Dancer. Pass 2 blocks. We'll trade with this one, but now we're down to 1. Wow. And our opponent has a Silencer. Thankfully, nothing to kill. But we are kind of dead. Oh well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Yeah, it's a good game. Ay, ay, ay. We... So, what happened in that one? Seems like the rogues are pretty good. I actually, in fact, that the rogue where you just tap another one to give death touch, I think I should consider that for constructed. So it's not gonna be quite flash rogues, but it's still very solid rogues. So, ay ay ay, this is the beginning of our downfall, guys. We're at 3 wins, 2 losses. I'm hoping we can still get another win. It shouldn't be that hard. Yeah. Okay, and okay, Aaron Davis likes your post. Hey, Aaron, if you're still there, if you're still there, that's great. If you're not there, sorry, I missed you. Okay, so with that said, turn 2 Pack Beast, turn 3 Rogue. We can't cast Binding. I guess it's worth a shot. At least we got a 2-3 Menace, so we can buy some time. Okay. We need to buy plenty of time now. We can't just rely on this. This might be the beginning of the end, guys. I'm starting to get oh, it's like we're on the Pack Beast train. Okay, we got 1. I'm gonna offer. Sure, it delays our Seagate Colossus, but it also delays whatever stuff they have on their end too, so... Yeah, we're gonna... I could hold this, but I am more likely to just go for Drana Silencer, so I'm gonna play this one out. It's pretty much removal bait, though Rogue's probably more likely to die. Yeah, Rogue's probably gonna die. One is thinking, feed the swarm. Okay, Rogue died, so this one's... so much for that party. We do have the mana. Well, we could use one more white. Shepherd of Heroes. One more white, please. No, one more black. So we're gonna pass. We are 1 mana away from dropping Seagate Colossus. Marauding Blight Priest. Well, there's a Crawling Baron, so... This one gets us X equals 2, so we could snipe the Blight Priest. So this one gives us X3, so... I can swing with Gloom Hunter. Force a trade of sorts. Deadly Alliance snipes that. Yeah, that was kind of a given. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's a Cleric anyway already, so... Yeah, we're literally just standing off right now. Just... I can start dumping tokens here if our opponent is stuck. Okay, so... Actually, that did not help. That did not help that much. But I'd rather have all these bodies on board since we do need to start getting more aggressive. That I think that helped our opponent more. Yeah, so we're gonna, if we don't draw a white source, we're gonna just start buffing this unless we can remove this. Yeah, we never got the Deadly Alliance. Yeah, that was expected. Deadly Alliance is very good. There's no way we're expecting that to come back. Opponent is kind of stuck. What are the odds that our opponent is running Disenchant? Let's find out. Deadly Alliance. Okay, that's fine. Could still be running a Disenchant, but... Oh, and we can actually still pump this. Opponent might be stuck. Well, the Disenchant's probably coming. Bloodchief's Thirst snipes that, sure. Gonna just run out removal. Feed the Swarm. That's 3 damage. Yeah, that's it. Decline. And there we go, we got our 4th win. Whew. Yeah, so being aggressive helped. We were just by running out all creatures, knowing that there is very few board wipes. It's literally just that one red instant. There's no white board white destroy all creatures. There's no black all creatures get -X/-X. So we're probably quite good on this one. Yeah, so going aggro really helps. Now let's see if we can get one more win, so at least we can break our previous record. For those tuning in, we are one loss away from losing it all. So yeah, turn 2 Gloom Hunter, turn 3 Sky Dancer. Okay, we're good with this one. So probably will just run out the Gloom Hunter anyway. It's good Demon's Disciple fodder. And I'm more inclined to... Well, it depends on what our opponent runs on the ground. Boom, Hellhound. Hey! Mini synergy, that's why I kinda kept these guys. Also, they're very good late game also. Even if it's like a 3/3 flying lifelink for 6, it's still quite good. Opponent Brushfire Elemental drops the land, so we will take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Hold on. Can't be blocked. Yeah, I think we just take 5. Then we probably run out our Demon's Disciple. Okay, there's also a Relic Vial, so there's that synergy. I actually want to just play the black... I actually want to just play the Rogue. It at least blocks this one. And we're off to the races now. Opponent's probably incentivized to snipe this, in which case I'm ready to drop the Blight Priest to the Disciple. So there is an instant that allows our opponent to dig for 2 more lands, so I'm probably inclined to just to block anyway. Nope, Rabbit bites, snipes the priest. Okay, so that card's off the table because he used green. Cleansing Wildfire gets another trigger. Okay. So this is the proper way to use it. So we're gonna take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we're gonna take it all. Okay, so we hit our other mana. Can't play all 3, so... play the Demon's Disciple. Sacks this one. So... okay, let's see. Opponent, if our opponent has more of this, which is kind of reasonable, these things come like 14th, 15th. So you are easily set up for that. Okay, thankfully our opponent... okay, no, didn't want a Cleric. We are still incentivized to just block. Opponent paying mana. Trying to think. Cleansing Wildfire. So this is a 5. So this is 5. Yeah, I figured they'd have that much. We probably would still hold this back. I do have the excuse now to play Relic Vial. This one's about to get buffed, but... Might of Morasa, 8-8. Okay, very close, down to 1. So we are forced to block next turn. Can't... so we're gonna hold these back. At least if it gets too big, we can... okay, we can't block with this one, so I probably should have attacked anyway. It wouldn't have mattered. Prowling Felidar. Okay, opponent's now diversifying their threats. If they're out of lands, it would be perfect too, but... okay, they might be out. Okay, Rogue, Cleric, Rogue. Let's get see. Okay, actually hitting lands is good against this opponent, so we got that bone card. So, oh, now we can block with this. So we have an incentive now. Actually, I'm gonna take a risk because we have to. Because if our opponent can't leave behind enough blockers, we can end it right here and there. If our opponent has an answer to this, we are in real trouble. Well, if our opponent answers this, we do gain 1 life, so maybe not too much in trouble. Opponent... Broken Wings destroys that first. Okay, so... Fearless Fledgling. So now has enough blockers for this. That's an auto chump block. The Felidar is an auto chump block too. Good game. Yeah, the... okay, so... ooh. Point conceded right there. Didn't know if we had the... I don't know if they knew we had Feed the Swarm or not, but... well, that was a quick concede. Probably forgot that the Felidar had Vigilance, so it was not quite over yet. Well, it was over the moment I took out the... I'll take out the Fledgling, but... hey, 5 wins! Okay, so we did better than last time. So next loss could still be... next game could still be the last though, so let's not be too overconfident about that. Whew. That's a bit toughy. What else can I say? I am really like... I am liking this draft setup now. Okay, still alive, still alive. Okay, we are definitely keeping this. We got, what, turn 2, Gloom Hunter. Okay, the squad commander is weird, but... most of our drops are in the 2 to 3 range, so I'm fine with that. So turn 2 Gloom Hunter. Okay, so we got... Okay, so we got turn 3 sneak, turn 4 sneak into maybe a next turn commander. So will we get the full party again? Well, I sincerely doubt it. We got one party already, so I'm kind of happy with that. Let's spin to land. Feels very greedy. So let's see if we can hit that 4th land. Otherwise, I'm gonna regret it. I probably could have just discarded the sneak. Marauding Blight Priest. Okay, I could just play this as a rogue. No, that's too greedy. We have a rogue already, so... This feels really greedy, but I might as well do it now. We are supposed to be the aggressive deck, though it's gonna hurt us quite a bit. Opponent probably has a kill spell for this, but at least we... Farsight Adept, thank you for letting us draw cards. Okay, got the Crawling Barrens into another land, not a fan of that. I am going to offer the trade, because it's much harder for our opponent to get it. Okay, opponent not taking the trade, probably because they have their own party shenanigan. I'm suspecting Deadly Alliance. Which is not too bad, it's fine, I guess. We've got Sky Dancer into squad commander. If our opponent wants to burn a Deadly Alliance, probably wait for the commander to hit the table. Okay, so hitting it now. So we will end up with 2 tokens anyway instead of... The only benefit is that I do have more rogues. Now, if our opponent has one more response... Okay. I'm still gonna swing with the Disciple. Opponent's incentivized to block. No. Not really? We do have this... Okay, opponent is really considering. They're also in the party. They just don't know exactly... I just don't know what their payoffs are. But then again, there is enough mana that... Okay, Space Wizard. Let's assume they have their own squad commander. So that would be annoying, but... And they would be 1 rogue away from completing the deal. It's also possible that they're like holding on to, say, the 7 mana Golem Warrior. That would be a reason why they're holding on. They're not sure if they were gonna draw the land to play it. I'm not sure what our opponent's doing though. So I'm gonna flash this. Our opponent clearly is about to flash something. Ooh, wow. Silencer is a good hit. The Scion's a good hit too. I'm just gonna offer the Disciple and... I'm actually gonna offer both. Opponent cannot just be sitting on mana for Sajiri Shelter. Okay. That's a very good play. That knocks off the... Then he can block the commander, so that's good. Wait. Our opponent should see that easily, right? Unless our opponent has yet another removal spell. Deadly Alliance would kill one of these... Okay, there's a second Deadly Alliance. So we lose 2 creatures, but we do finally burn these cards from their hands, so we're fine with that. We're gonna start buffing the Crawling Barons now that we can start going aggro on them. Am I willing to trade these two for the Blight Priest? Probably. Might be, but probably not the Sky Dancer because we are the one in position to put pressure. I will say our opponent dumping all that mat. Yeah, opponent's not willing to trade either. Decline, no need to make that a creature, no blocks. So let's see what we can draw. Journey to Oblivion. Opponent is all party removal, which is quite good. So I'm actually gonna just pass. So it'll make our opponent think that we're about to dump Crawling Barons. Acquisitions Expert. Okay, now we just play this. Okay, still nuking more creatures, and we blanked the Acquisitions Expert, so we're good on that one. I'm concerned our opponent might have more removal. Like, how many pieces is that? 1, 2, 3. Feed the Swarm, targeting that. Sure, take 2. We will trade now. Let's put our opponent in a position where they must block. Okay, there you go. Since we're all top decking, we have that advantage. It also tells us something if our opponent does not attack, or if our opponent attacks and does not play a card. Okay, Ghastly Gloom Hunter. No haste. Holding it back though. Yeah, why not? So our opponent can either start racing or start dropping creatures. If our opponent doesn't swing, so it does have something. Okay, let's take out even more stuff. Yeah, the Thwart the Grave, that would have been really bad. So we're gonna hold on a bit. Not being able to hit our opponent's hand's a thing. Opponent's probably gonna attack. And marry a captain. Ooh, wow, that makes this even bigger. Oh wait, nope, not a party member. Let's destroy this first. Let's get it out of the way. Opponent probably might have a kill spell. Or not. So we're kind of... Yeah, we're playing it safe. Probably... Okay, opponent concedes. They ran out of things. Whew. Yeah, it's a good thing we hit that Blood Chiefs first. So, yeah, next game. Next game's gonna be the last game, win or lose. I'm very happy already. Much happier than my play in Constructed. Oh yeah, can anyone tell me how the quality is doing? Oh, hey Gavin, nice to see you check in and drop a like. Oh yeah, speaking of which, sometime in the near future, I'm going to end up taking part as a member of a chess team. Well, probably as one of the lower tier members. In fact, it's more like I'm being borrowed just to fill out the numbers. It's kind of like a mixer. And I've been doing quite a little bit of extra chess practice recently, so I haven't been doing much of Magic, which is probably a good thing. At least if I start feeling frustrated, I have something else to do, then I end up getting frustrated in chess again, so I end up doing something else. Okay. Squad commander aside, we're definitely gonna drop this one first. This is probably also a hand that we're probably gonna regret. So turn 2 Pack Beast, turn 3 Blight Priest, turn 4 Commander not. Okay, opponent's on kicker. We did hit the white, so we'll play the Pack Beast, see if our opponent's willing to trade. I sure hope so. Then next turn we play Blight Priest, next turn we play Sneak, then we play Commander. Knock on wood, we hit everything. Since our opponent is offering a trade, I will offer the block. If this eats a pump spell, it's fine. At least, okay, it doesn't eat a pump spell, but Marasa Brood. Okay, so we're incentivized to play the Light Priest. The next turn we can play the Sneak. It'll be sad if we run out of party type members, but hey, our removal is trading creatures. If we can trade as long as we can keep on trading creatures, we're good. Rabbit Bite. Well, not what I hoped for, but at least it got the Rabbit Bite out of the way, so the squad commander is kind of safe. Now, if I can stop drawing lands. And then, yeah, next turn I'm definitely playing the squad commander. Oh, come on! Thanks. 3 or less. Yeah, seriously? Okay, okay, we might be in trouble, though. Let's see if we can hit a 2-drop, so at least our turn 5 doesn't feel bad. Let's just clear the board. Kinda wish I had a way to return lands, but I'm fine with it. Malakir Rebirth. What the heck? Oh, come on. Man, this troll is not gonna die. Well, it's a troll. It doesn't have regeneration, and our opponent's not to 1 card. Now let's see our opponent play Demon's Disciple, and we get the shaft because he gets to sack this instead. Plays the Floral Hedron. So our opponent might be out of cards. Please be out of cards. Okay, let's click this out. Click this in. Okay, no new comments. Whoop. Okay. Jace is still. Okay, we're gonna play the Sky Dancer. Ooh! Nice pulls. Nice pulls. What? I don't know if we'll be able to start catching up. Our opponent could still have 1 big threat. We only used 1 piece of removal. Well, 2 pieces, Nahir's Binding. So next, Stonework Pack Beast, but no synergies. There's a Farsight Adept, but I'm not incentivized to cast that until I absolutely need to. So let's just keep milling our opponent. Ooh, that helped them. I'm actually gonna swing with these guys. I'm gonna offer blocks all around. Yeah, let's not help our opponent a bit. Let's help ourselves first. If they have broken wings, they're most likely gonna release the brute. That makes sense. If they have a removal spell, it's gonna kill the commander. That makes sense. Feed the swarm takes... Now, are they willing to trade? Because actually this is just 3 damage versus 6, so... That doesn't look like that doesn't feel like an equitable trade. Let's see what our opponent's last card is. That might be the reason why they're trading now. Feed the swarm. Okay. I'm gonna wait till we're behind before I cast Farsight Adept. Basically, that's the key. If our opponent being able to draw cards is an issue also. So at least we get to... But this time I have the option to swing with these guys because they are forced to block both of them, otherwise it's lethal. Or kill this one. You have to... Unless you can kill the Sky Dancer, you have to block. Or you have a way to gain life. Yep, they have a way to kill the Sky Dancer. Okay, that's fine. We're not behind yet, so I'm still willing to hold on. Let's wait for our opponent to drop a card, then we play Farsight Adept. Veteran Adventure. Okay, that's a very good reason to... Let's see if we can draw removal. Okay. This is interesting. Oh, and this gives this that touch, so... Snipe that. Attack with this. Opponent's forced to block. I probably should have attacked with this one to get the last point in. Okay, let's see if our opponent gets it on their next one. Rabbit Bite. Oh, I should have attacked first then. So we play the Adept now because whatever our opponent drops next, we probably would be able to kill it. And we got our third Sky Dancer, so we should be good. Ghastly Gloom Hunter. Perfect. Crawling Barrens, except... Okay, we got this. Hey, we made it. Just keep helping our opponent. That's good game. Ah, yeah. Yeah, holding on to this. That one's the cake. So there we go. I think that's it. 7-2. Okay, let's see. Is it 7-2? Is my phone still alive? Exclusive promo. Wait. Oh, my mobile data's actually on. Okay, let's kill that. Yeah, we got it there. 7-2. Here we... Yeah. Okay, let's claim that prize. Okay, so after many drafts, we finally did it. It's about right. Pretty much you're not gonna win it immediately. Course set, maybe it's easier to get a handle, but it takes a while to get a handle on things. It's a nice idea. And don't give up. Just keep learning. You should eventually figure out what works best. Hey, second Nighthawk Scavenger. But there you go. That's it for this episode of the Magic Arena Run. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Turn on notifications and whatnot. Yeah, this is really not worth the first pick there. So I kind of made it back by getting it there. Yeah, so... I'll try to see when I can schedule Zendikar Constructed. I might have enough playables now. Lands are the issue. I probably should end up crafting them. But I'm still trying to mess around with what ideas are kind of working. At least I know I won't expect Omnath. The lack of fetch lands might be a thing. I could just be wrong though. It's like turn 2 Lotus Cobra, turn 3 you can get it there. Yeah, this was anti-Uro until they just decided to ban Uro. Hey. Yeah, this is probably the one I want for if I'm gonna go all Clerics. Makes sense, actually. Anyway, that's it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you guys again next time. Take care. God bless. Stay safe wherever you are. Have a great day, everyone.